Live here pretty quick. We'll see how long it takes for my computer to wake up to the fact, but welcome to MacBean Scottish Fitness. And tomorrow I leave for the Arnold's. Yay! There's much rejoicing. Here we go, now it's starting up. I got my computer here so I can monitor it. Oh, we have to mute that. Mute it. There we go. And I probably should get my Bluetooth. Just so when I walk away, it doesn't disappear. And you don't hear. Thing of death here. Hopefully that's not. There we go. Now it's moving. So we'll start off today. I've got my meal that I made the other day. So I started it Tuesday night at about 10:45. Mama she took a lunch with her. I took a lunch and a dinner with me. My son had a lunch and my wife had a dinner. I still have some left. So what I did is I added some carrots to it. And then I'm going to add a can of corn and beans back into it. I still had meat in it. Okay. There we are. So now I'm just going to add a lot more vegetables and kind of stretch it out for one more day. So I turned it on pretty much when I got up this morning. And this will be my meal again today. So I made a can of corn, a can of beans, and I did add another bag of carrots to it. So it's going to be more like a vegetable soup, which is fine. We don't mind that. I still have beef in it. And so I'm getting basically Wednesday and Thursday out of this. So I had two, the wife had two, the son probably had two, 6 meals. I'm gonna get 2 more. I'm gonna get 8 meals out of this. So 8 meals out of a 5-pound roast. Now the roast I got for $3.99 a pound. So it was about 20 bucks. We'll just use whole numbers. Corn and cans I had picked up in huge quantity. Hey, Justin, how we doing? And Jer, how we doing? Is there a way to watch the meet? I am going to bring the computer with me and see if I can set it up for a live stream. I don't know. They're going to have Wi-Fi there, but there's going to be a lot of devices. So I have no idea how well that will work out. Now, last time I did walk around with my phone live streaming, and I'm going to try to do that. And see how well that works out. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, everybody. Like, subscribe, share, all that do stuff. So right now I'm going to start some plants. So about 2 weeks ago-ish, I put 3 seed potatoes, weren't really seed potatoes, potatoes that got old, and then also they started sprouting. So I put them in 3 coffee cans. And I was thinking, oh man, the other day I was looking at it, nothing was popping up. I figured maybe they weren't working as we got to toss them. Well, they're sprouting now. So I have 3 there. I am going to go to the regular feed store and see if they have some seed potatoes, because I want to do a lot of potatoes this year. So right now I'm going to pre-plant some seedlings here that I'll transplant out in the garden like I did last year. So I'm going to do a beefsteak tomato, and then I'm doing a red cherry tomato, and then a bell pepper and a jalapeno. So I plant more than what I'm going to use. So there's a good amount. What I do is I spread them out. And then as they germinate, I will thin them. So the whole idea is you want to put a lot of seeds out there to make sure you have successful germination. Successful germination, the word for today. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the excess seeds in here, and sometimes I just sit there and put them out there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the package to powder so I know what is in what. So they're going to get this tape. Oh, where? There we go. Oh, Mama's Chips Ahoy's. So what I do is I put them lightly on top of the soil as of right now, and then I will water them, and then I will add soil to the top. So basically, come on. I should have used a better tape, I guess. I was trying to be conservative. I should have known better. So here I'm making a real mess of everything. Trying to keep it so it'll stick. Come on. There we go. There. So, tomato. Then I have cherry tomatoes. And the wife likes these in salads. And they're pretty easy to do. So the next one I'll do will be the cherry tomatoes. The same thing, we'll kind of spread them around. And I will get a lot more to germinate than I'm going to use, obviously. But what you do as they germinate out, you thin them up. And I put them here in the, I just throw a bunch of seeds and then I might just toss them in everywhere. Why I do this? Well, because this is how you eat healthy. This is where the healthy eating comes from. You know, you got to, and growing your own is the best. In my opinion, I think it's a pretty good opinion. That's my story and I'm sticking to it, as they say. Well, this material don't want to have tape stick to it, that's for sure. So I got my 2 tomatoes, and the next we do is peppers. And when I'm doing this, we'll talk about the Arnold. So I'm going to know, actually quite a few people that are going there. About a year ago, maybe a little bit longer, guy from Bloomington, Tim Ellison, his goal was to do a 500-pound bench. And he came out to the UPA battle in Mississippi, and he was sick, sicker than a dog. I mean, he just had a terrible fever. But he stuck with it and was successful. Got his 500 pounds. It was a huge event and it was awesome pushing through it. You know, no matter what was going against him, he was successful. And actually that night, he ended up in the emergency room because his fever got so high and he got so dehydrated. Now, obviously he was okay, and he's going to be competing in the Arnolds. So I'll get to see him. He's a fine young man. And I look forward to seeing him. Also, Mary, I've been following on, I think, Facebook, and JT Stoward, older gentleman like myself. I think he's a little younger than me, but just immensely strong. He does incredible feats of strength. I mean, you know, presses what you would squat, but he's got his back on the ground and he's pressing up with his legs. I mean, stuff I'd never do. But he does it, and he's going to be there. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. And of course, my buddy Vince Robbins, who owns Shore Fitness, is going there in the arm wrestling championships. Now, he did want me to get into them too, but life happened. So maybe next year. Maybe next year. All right, so those are bell peppers. These are jalapenos. And what will happen is I'll get probably, I'm only looking to get 3 plants out of each, but maybe 4. Now, a lot of jalapenos I don't, once they start producing, I can't possibly eat them as fast as they produce. But I have friends at Lomax that do eat them. And I mean, they eat them like candy. And I'll bring a bag full to them, generally on about a bi-weekly basis, whenever I think about it. And like I said, they'll eat them like you and I would eat cherry tomatoes. Now, I do like jalapenos, but I'll cut a couple of my eggs. That's about it. All right, good morning. Who we got popping in here? Appreciate that. Scott. No cannabis. I'm going to wait till we're tired before I do that. No. Beefsteak tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, bell peppers, and jalapenos. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some water on them. Not a lot. Just enough to kind of get the soil going. This does have drain holes on the bottom. So I don't want to saturate them yet. We'll wait till I get them in position. Now the soil I'm using to have outside in a bag, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to top it off. So what I'll do is I'll turn this so you can see outside. That should do it. And then I'll put some water again on the top. And I'm doing this so I make the mess out here, not in the kitchen, like I would usually do. So the seeds don't have to be deep. 1/8 inch or so is all I really need. And because it's warm, I'm going to set them out here where I add the rest of the water to them. I don't get messed up. You can see there's water's already going through. You're supposed to. Keeps you from rotting out the roots. So I'll keep them out here, give them a good soaking before I bring them in the house. Because luckily, it is warm enough. It's about 50 degrees and sunny. If I had more time, I'd bring some of my mama's plants out. let them get sun. I just don't want to spend that much time yet. This will be a good day for it. Mama had 2 really good flowering plants. And she was like, oh man, they're doing so well. And it's kind of suck to have to, watch them die. I said, well, let's not let them die. So I brought them in for the summer. Well, obviously we got water here, which we don't want. So I'm going to lay a towel on it, let it absorb, and get the rest of the water here in the plant. Give them a good soak, initial soak. You got to do it a little at a time, otherwise it'll just push the soil away. I don't want that. You have to be patient. Don't rush these things. As fluffy as the soil is right now, and it is, in a couple days it'll be nice and compact. I wonder if I can get one of those plants out pretty easy. Let me check that out here. So here's the plant that I rescued. Here's one of them. And I'm going to let them get some sun out here on the edge of the deck. Because indoors they're not really getting any. What I'll do is I'll have my boy bring them back in. And then give them some more water. And a good soaking. The first time they got that much water. And lightly hit these again. What you want to do is you want to get the seeds wet. Encourage them to germinate. So far, so good. And I'll get this set back over here and get some more water in it. I have a big cactus too, but it's getting too heavy to move, so I'm not going to be moving it. Let's see. We don't need that. So basically, that's what I only need to do to hot water. It wants hot water and cold water. So let me get it back over here. Now for the rest of our scheduled program. Let's see what we got here. So every now and then I try to do some, hello, but are insistent on blocking people. Yeah, probably not. I'm not insistent. As if you act a fool, people who do follow me don't need to be subject to that. And that's the way it goes, the way it does. That's the way I like it. That's the way, I like it. It looks like one of our trolls has reared back up. Just when you thought it was safe. Now, that's another thing I've noticed is I get a lot pushed on YouTube lately. I switched to the full body split. And they're doing body part split. You know, it's good to kind of change things up. I was on Facebook and somebody had the right way and the wrong way, you know, and they're saying, oh, if you just work on a single body part each day, that was wrong, and if you did multiple parts, that was right. And I just put down, just get in the gym and lift. Okay. All right, as long as you're using proper form, everything has its benefit. It's really, what are you trying to accomplish when it comes down to it? He goes, yeah, and then every now and then you want to change it up. When I started back up after my injury, I did full bodies. Doing light weights. And that was in my opinion, was a smart way for me to start back up. At no point am I going to tell somebody you have to do it exactly the way I do it. When I have people do that, so we're going to make a shake. We start with Fairlife milk. It has half the sugar and 50% more protein. And I like the 50% more protein part. And then we're going to put in the incredible edible eggs. Let me catch up here and count things. Camera is shaking, probably because I was trying to send you a super chat, but it was blocked. Yeah, I remember you, Vince. I don't know why that was. That's a YouTube thing. I mean, if you're in here talking, but yeah, Vince the lawyer. I remember, you've been gone for a while. So, the incredible edible egg. We put those in here. And usually I'll put in like 3 or 4, then how big of a protein boost I want. Anything after 50 grams of protein per meal is probably just passing through the system. Now, unless you're Brian Shaw, he probably can do more just because he's at such a level. So I'm throwing 4 in there, which is plenty. These I get from the farmer down the road for $2 a dozen. So I'm really not concerned about the price of eggs. And this year, his chickens kept up with me. I think he got some more. And I'm going to put a big scoop of peanut butter in there. Oh yes, peanut butter's high in fat and sugar, but I cut some of the sugar off in the milk. But you do need fats, you know, in there. Yeah. How we doing, everybody? I'm blocking my main channel. And so I just probably got in there to a point where it just got, oh, I don't even know where to look. No, not settings. Community. maybe dashboard. Been so long since I've looked into that. What's new? Subscribers. Latest post. See all subscribers. Active. Last 90 days. Let me see. The last year. I don't know where that is at. I knew where it was at one time. It's just been so long. It's been a long time ago that, watch out for this, yeah, oh shit. Channel, now it says view, watch time, estimated revenue, blah, blah, blah. Ranking, copyright, community, customization, no. Settings, maybe? Something went wrong, that's not good. Bad idea. Yeah. In studio. Don't know how to do it now. It's been so long. Hey Harrison, how we doing? So well, it looks like we got the usual group. Been a while. So anyway. Actions have consequences. So I've got the eggs in there, I got a big scoop of peanut butter in there. Now I can put something in there for flavor. That's a pumpkin flavor I can pop in here. And what this does is it provides me with the calories and protein and all the amino acids I need. It'll get loud. But to be honest with you, I don't even know how to. They don't. When I do it in the blender, they don't upset me. Now, I used to pop them in a glass, Justin, and just chug a lug. And that got interesting. And not interesting in a good way. I think I just have to go to my channel. Let me try my channel, see what happens there. Membership, polls, playlist, short live store, home, customize channel, manage videos. Like videos, watch later, history, subscription, shorts. Yeah, just don't know. Let me look at customized channel. See if that pulls it up. Picture, banner, handle, links, contact information. No, none of that's there. So, yeah, no idea. The price of eggs, I've only been doing 2 a day, and the rest liquid whites. You should look YouTube Studio, then settings, bottom left. Yeah, I went to settings and it said, there we go. Permissions. Upload defaults. Channel. Keywords. Let me see. And community moderation. Community moderation, there we go. Standard moderators. Approved users, hide users, there we go. Oh boy. I got a lot of them. I got Vin the Evil Lawyer. I think that's another rendition of you. Unless you change it to Vin the Evil Lawyer. Well, what did you change it to? No, I block people that are idiots. I ain't got time for idiots. You think you're important, but you're not. And you're not important to the channel. You know, trust me, for what I make on this channel, it's not worth any for me to put up with anything. Sorry, folks. You're just not that important. So I got the plants planting. I got 2 out there getting sun. I got my shake, which will give me. Vinny, I don't know what your main channel is. You have so many. So did you change it to Vinny the Evil Lawyer, or is it still just Vince the Lawyer, or you've got so many? I have no idea. Yeah, it doubles up the sugars. Yeah, you're right, Smooth Operator. There is, but sometimes I got I'm like, well, yeah, not gonna happen. You're right, Smooth. It does have a lot of sugar, but all work and no play. Yeah, loophole lawyer. I don't even see that one up there. He just got too many words. And they don't do it by alphabetical order. Probably half of these ones are you. No, there's Maxine. What an idiot. Loophole lawyer. Now we'll try you. You know how fast that'll work, though. What I giveth, I can taketh away. Quickly. Well, the next thing I do is vitamins. So I take a multivitamin all the time. It's kind of your catch-all. Then during the cold and flu season, I do get pretty heavy up on C, zinc, and D3. And collagen. Collagen is something really, if you're lifting, collagen is something you should do. Skin, nail, and your bones need it. And about once a week, or I remember, I pop an iron in there, but not that often. Because I do cook on cast iron, which is awesome to add a lot of iron into my system. And cayenne pepper is supposed to be good for the digestive system. But according to ads on the reels on Facebook and that, it's supposed to be good for other stuff too. I don't know about that. That might be a little bogus. But boy, they sure got those AI commercials out there. The one showing that one older lady that talks about stuff, and you can tell it's not syncing with what she's saying, is not syncing with the lips. But that is funny as all hell. Well, $2. Well, thank you. It does make expensive heat. But it also allows you to utilize the food you're eating. You need magnesium for 600 chemical reactions in your body. It helps you sleep too. You need calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin K. And they all kind of work together. Your body has a hard time utilizing calcium without the vitamin D, and the vitamin D activates better when you take along with magnesium, and vitamin K gets the calcium out of the blood and helps put it into the bones. So all that stuff kind of work together. There's a doctor I follow on Instagram, and he covers these things. And pretty much a lot of what he had said kind of correlates with what my research had already done. One thing I did find out is researching vitamins doesn't seem to be as easy as it used to be. You got a real day. Bicep tendonitis. Ugh. You want to get food, you want to get vitamins from your food. You do. Most people don't. And 20 pounds wouldn't hurt, but I'm competing. And dropping 20 pounds is equivalent to dropping at least 20 to 30 pounds off your bench. So they do it natural. I suppose if taking all sorts of chemical enhancements, then I wouldn't have that issue, but I'm still at that point where I'm not comfortable doing it. And I've had a few people talk about, you know, hey, this will boost you this will boost that. I said, well, I'm competing on Saturday, last week. One of the nutrition places was talking about something that would boost my testosterone. It was supposed to be legal. I said, well, how's that going to show up on the test? He goes, oh yeah, he went and researched it. He goes, now they'll be wondering how come your T level at 63 is 1200. So I said, yeah, we're not going to do that. And I'm going to do more research. And I tell you, if I do decide to get on a TRT supplement or something like that, I'll let everybody know. And I'll do a series on if I feel any different. I've used, I had a guy from England tell me about the Ajaganalwood. I can't pronounce it, but so I bought one and I took it, and I knew how I felt when I was taking it. I knew how I felt when I wasn't taking it, and for me, it did not have any effect. Doesn't mean it won't have effect for somebody else. The moringa I take for my breathing has a huge effect. I also researched black seed oil is supposed to be good on that. No effect. Doesn't mean it won't work for somebody else. Our body chemistries are different. Hey, Harkwell, man, how we doing? So, learn about what you can eat outdoors and a lot of survival skills outdoors. Harkwell Man Survival. Definitely a channel I recommend. So tomorrow, I head to the Arnold Classic. I'll go to weigh-in. Check in my room. I'm staying about 4 miles from the convention center, so I can afford it. If you do want to contribute to it, super chats are one way, but boy, you know, YouTube takes a lot of it. In description, I have my PayPal account. That would be less expensive. YouTube takes about 40% of anything that you give. I'll weigh in on Friday, check in the room, eat everything in sight. I'm going to bring a lot of food with me. Then Saturday afternoon, I lift. I imagine the ceremony would be Saturday evening. I'll try to do some live streams and go from there. And hopefully I'll have somebody that can record my lifts, and I'll try to get those posted. But some of that stuff may not get posted until like Monday. When we drive around, we walk around, we see a lot of things. So I'll have a lot of stuff on my phone saved up. But it's probably going to take me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to get everything ready to roll. So, it's quick nutrition. I have my beef stew all nice and warmed up. And for those that were here earlier, I added more carrots and another can of beans and another can of corn. Basically stretching the meal out. But that's what you want to do. Let me see, don't you want to read this stuff? I haven't heard from you in over a year. No. I block people when they get silly. And at one point you just got silly. You know. But there's people worse than you. At least you have a channel that somewhat has some value. Well, it looks like you changed your name. my life is too filling. I do this time because the people that say, hey, you helped me get into better shape, you helped me change my diet, you helped me go out and walk out in the sun, stuff like that. I met some really good people like Michael and Ray, and Mark and Kevin and Larry and Will and Ark Wildman, and made some good contacts. The only reason I do it, it's not for the money because I don't make enough on here, and nor am I going to. I can go out and do one delivery today on my second job and make more money than I'm going to make all month. That's kind of the way I look at it. That's when this can relax. Oh yeah. Thank you, Ark Wildman. He is persistent, and he does kind of pay his troll fee. I'm surprised he remembered that. But remember, my mods can leech you out too or put you in timeout, and they have my 100% backing on that. So I got the plants out there. I got Mama's 2 flowers out there getting some sun. I'm gonna water it throughout the day for about another half hour. And then I'll probably see if I can catch a job. So I do have 2 jobs. And then I'll be off to my full-time job. I'm not really looking forward to. But it is what it is. And let's see what that does. Then we'll go from there. It's pretty bad when you make 10 accounts just so you can tell people to unblock you. Unblock me. Just don't be a fool. Act a fool. And that's what happens. Who do we got here today? Yeah. Julius. Oh, that'd be awesome to see. I'll have to go check that out. So anyway, always remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, just get in the gym and lift, have a good time, and it's just one troll. That's just one troll, Justin. One troll with many accounts. He was kind of messing with this channel for about a year ago, and one of the mods blocked him with my great good graces. And this is what he does. Best is if you ignore him. So for those of you to be at the Arnold, I'll see you there. Remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, hydration, walks in the sun, just get in the gym and lift.